Nothing that we see that catches our eye. Over here, this trunk hatch could be adjusted a little bit more. That space of this gap is a little bit big for me. And let's take a look at the charger door to see if it's flush. And it's not flush. It needs a little bit of an adjustment. If you look at there, the charger door is not flush. And this is the dual motor. And the rear is looking very good. Gotta love the rear. Over back here is flush. Now let's look for a common problem that we always see is the rear right side door. Now is it flush? And it's looking good from here. Beautiful. This Model Y gets a pass. I definitely would take delivery. The only thing I would ask for is a minor adjustment with the trunk. But besides that, this is definitely a pass. Now let's move on over to this black Model Y. Now let's start off by looking at the left light and move on to the right side. So, nothing that catches our eye. Everything's looking good so far. And let's take a look at the VIN. Let's take a look at the rims. Now let's move on to the driver's side door. Beautiful, and that's what we want to see. Everything nice and consistent. But this door, if you look over here, I did see something over here. You see that door? See how it looks like it's not aligned and it's not flush? Yeah, definitely needs to be adjusted. So we found one issue. And this is the new interior Model Y. So if you're ordering the Model Y now, you shouldn't be worried about getting the old console. You should be getting it now. By now, if you order it, you're going to get the new console. Over here, it's not that bad, but it needs an adjustment. Now let's look at over here. Yes, and that's what we wanted to. Guaranteed to pass. Now, looking over here at the trunk, you see that gap. This is too big of a gap. See that? The trunk needs an adjustment. And this is a problem that we've seen with the other vehicle. Charger door is flush, no issues. Now let's take a look at the rear. Rear is looking good. Nothing that I found over here. So it looks like, there we have it. See it? This door, it's out a little bit. Needs to be adjusted. But that gap is beautiful. That's what we want to see. So this right side rear door needs to be readjusted again. And after it's readjusted, I would definitely take delivery. So if you have any problem with your vehicle, make sure you tell your salesperson ASAP. When you're taking a delivery, you're not going to want to rush your delivery. You want to get inside, walk all the way around your vehicle 3 or 4 times, check every single panel, check the tires, check the rims, check the top glass, check each and every single door to see that it's aligned. And after you feel that it's good enough, then that's when you go inside and you do the same thing for the interior. You check the interior, you go through interior. So this process should be about 30 minutes to a half an hour. Do not rush your delivery. Tesla lets you stay on the lot as long as you need to accept your video. Then they're not going to rush you. So make sure you go up and down your vehicle to see if it's aligned. So now let's move on to this new Model Y. It's white one over here. See, if you look, there's a whole bunch of Model Ys over here. So it's all loaded up. So I think this is the fresh delivery that just got recently dropped off. So now let's move on to the left light, everything's looking beautiful, and that's definitely what we want to see, is a consistency in the right light and the left light. And now let's take a look at the hood. And one thing that I would definitely recommend, that if you're buying a Model Y, make sure your first investment is a PPF for the front of your vehicle, because you're gonna have a lot of rock chips. So get the whole car front PPF, and to avoid those rock chips, because the way this car is designed, you're going to see a whole bunch of rock chips in the front of here and on the hood too. So you definitely want to get yourself PPF protection for the front of the car, at least. If you're willing to go to do the max, you can do the whole car. But that will cost you a pretty penny. But it does, and it will preserve your vehicle longer. And when you are due to sell the vehicle, you can sell it for a higher price, because people do look for defects whenever you're selling a vehicle. So let's continue on with this quality check. So all right, moving on here. Everything that we want to see is great. Everything that we want to see so far, we haven't seen anything that's a big gap so far. So these Model Ys, they're looking like they're improving, guys. Here's the white with the white interior. If you're looking for a clean look, get the white with the white interior. But if you're going to get that, make sure you get baby wipes with you, because you're going to need them. Because those seats are definitely going to take a toll on you when it comes to cleaning them. Because I know I have the white seats, so I know how it feels. Okay, so doing the test over here. Beautiful. That's what we want to see. See, the gap over here is a little bit big on this door, so this door does need a little bit of a minor adjustment. It's not that flush. Now let's look at the gap. Beautiful. That's what we want to see. And that's the type of trunk gap that we want to see. Everything's looking nice and beautiful. So far, we got ourselves a nice Model Y. Now let's look at this gap over here. Let's check the rear door. It does need a minor adjustment. So it looks like they're fixing the rear door, but they haven't got it to 100% yet. So you want to make sure that you complain. Even though Tesla's improving, you really want to make sure that you are taking home a vehicle that has been built to the best of their ability. You don't want to take home a vehicle with any defects. So please, bring a checklist, record your delivery, and check your vehicle before taking that vehicle off the lot. So now let's move on to this Model Y. Here's the VIN. Beautiful. Left light's looking beautiful. Right light's looking beautiful. And that's what we want to see. Now let's go over to the driver's side. Everything's looking just like we were. Oh, that's flush. That's what we want to see. That's flush. That's what we want to see. Oh, look at that. That is one of the best gaps I've ever seen so far. Mostly the time they're bigger, but that is, if Tesla's gonna make this type of thing consistent, and that's what we want to see. So 2 thumbs up for Tesla. And let's check the charger door. Flush. Oh, I definitely love this Model Y. Looking over here, the rear is looking great too. Oh, look at that gap. Yes. Yes. When you get those type of gaps, that's what you want to see. Tight. Nothing that's too big and too loose. Okay, so oh yes, charger doors flush. So I love this Model Y. This Model Y definitely gets a pass for me. So if you're taking delivery, definitely do your check, but after you know you're getting yourself a good vehicle. All right, now let's take a look at this Model Y. Let's take a look at the VIN. Everything's looking good so far. 2 thumbs up, Tesla. So let's move on to the driver's side. All these vehicles are coming with a new console. Now let's see. Right side here. Oh, beautiful. It's nice and flush. Zoom over here. It's nice and flush. Look at this gap over here. Not that bad. Not that bad. We're looking good. And that's what we want to see. These are the type of builds that we want to see and we want to take home. Rear's looking good. Doors looking flush. Oh, beautiful. See if it's flush. Let's see if the door's coming out. Oh. Beautiful, nice and flush. Nice and flush. Oh, and look at this panel. This is the best. I haven't seen the panel that tight since ever. Oh man, that is 2 thumbs up. And our last Model Y. Looking at the left light. And moving on to the right light. And the hood's looking beautiful. And that's what we want to see. Wow. These builds, I love these builds. I love it. The only thing that they've been having is just a minor door issue. But besides that, these builds are excellent. Flush. Uh-oh. That gap is a little bit too big for me. Uh-oh. What's that? Needs an adjustment. I wouldn't take that. So I was getting ahead of myself. Yep, and the charger door is not flush. Needs an adjustment. Oh, so yeah, this one needs some help. So definitely got some problems here. Yeah, even the door is not flush. Look at that. It needs to be worked out. Lots of problems on this one. So this one, no. Definitely gets a no. So far we had about I think six vehicles, and most of them, majority was a pass. We had one that needs some help, but besides that, these Model Ys are getting better. And if you're thinking about getting a Model Y, why don't you head yourself down to Tesla over here and put yourself in an order in for a Model Y, Model 3, Model S, and Model X. And if you need a referral link, my link will be in the description. So that's all I got to say. So thank you and have a nice...
Hey, if you want to win a $50 Amazon gift card, all you have to do is like, share, comment, and subscribe. And the first 1,000 subscribers will be entered into a draw to win this $50 gift card.